Sinong may-ari nung sasakyan?
Andun po yung pangalan naming tatlo.
Hindi ba kayo nag-file ng kaso nung nalaman nyo? Hindi nyo ba kinasuhan si Lucky South 99? Sino ang nag-order ng relief ng mga tao yan?
Ako po, sir, yung nag-relieve sa kanya. Birth certificate?
Apo, sure po.
Please submit to this hearing, okay?
Apo.
Sige, thank you. So, we'll be showing the, the video.
Here's the video of the, so, sino may-ari nung sasakyan na Ronaldin? Ronaldin mo siya? Pwede ba pakita yun sa akin? Sinong may-ari nung sasakyan? Miss Ronaldin, sino may-ari nung sasakyan?
Please answer the question of Congressman Barbers. Ronaldin.
Hindi ko po nakikita, Your Honor. Okay po po.
Pwede ka bang lumapit dito para ipakita ko sa ito?
The resource person is requested to approach Congressman Barbers.
Okay, hindi pa wala tayo suspended, so, okay, can you kindly proceed, Congressman Barbers? Probably, will not be showing the other video anymore, because,
yes, Mr. Chair, I agree. Siguro we'll just provide the committee copies of the videos.
Sabihin na lang sa COMSEC para...
for our record.
Sige, okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yes, that's the next
you can
question.
proceed.
The next question na itatanong natin doon, nakita mo yung video, ikaw ba yung nasa video?
Yes po.
Ikaw din yung nagda-drive ng Ferrari.
Apo.
So, she admitted, Mr. Chair, that she's the one driving the vehicle, and the vehicle that she was driving is apparently, sinong may-ari ng vehicle?
Si Mr. Cruz po.
Mr.
Cruz.
Name.
What's the full name of Mr. Cruz?
Roberto Cruz po.
Roberto Cruz. Anong relationship mo kay Mr. Roberto Cruz?
Parang friends lang po.
Friends lang, ha? Sige, Mr. Chair, I'll get back to her later. Let me just proceed. Let me proceed to another resource.
So, friends, is he not the father of your son?
Hindi po.
Yeah.
So,
Sige, go ahead.
okay, so babalikan ko na lang si Miss Baterno.
Balikan natin.
Okay. Dito naman tayo sa ating inimbitahang resource persons. Yung tatlong nagsabi na mayroong identity theft, no? May I know the names, Mr. Chairman?
The what?
Yung mga may identity theft daw.
Si Linsangan, si Bernie Chang, Edwin Ang, Julian Linsangan, Marion Chua.
Okay. So, Mr. Litsangan,
Yes, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon.
kailan mo nalaman na ginamit yung pangalan mo?
Actually, Mr. Chair, yung isa ko pong kaibigan, noong June 26, nag-message po sa akin, morning, na sinasabi niya sa akin na, pare, sikat ka na, nasa news ka. So, hindi ko po, binaliwala ko po yun kasi may trabaho po ako nung araw na yun. Ngayon, after nung lunch po, tumawag po yung kaibigan ko na yun na, pare, talaga nasa news ka na ngayon. So, nung time na yun po, tinawagan ko yung wife ko kung pwede i-search niya yung sinasabi ng kaibigan ko na nasa news daw ako. So yung wife ko po nag-search po via Google. Then nakita nga po niya na yung pangalan ko nasa news na po ng bulletin, ng iba pa pong news. Tapos nag-search din po siya sa Facebook. Meron din pong post sa Facebook na nandun po yung pangalan ko sa isang content
So,
creation.
nalaman mo lang na ginamit yung pangalan mo nung lumabas na ito sa news.
Yes, Your Honor.
At ganun din kay Mr. Ang at saka kay Mr. Ano. Tama po ba?
Mr. Chair, actually ako po ang nag-inform sa kanila na nakita ko po yung pangalan namin dun sa isang write-up ng isang creator.
Wala ba kayong kakilala na incorporator o officer nung Lucky South 99?
Mr. Chair, wala po talaga.
Kahit isa?
Kahit po isa.
Wala ba kayong kilalang kaibigan nung may-ari nung Lucky South 99 na maaaring pinakilala sa inyo at nalimutan nyo lang?
Mr. Chair, wala po talaga.
Okay. So, ano yung ginawa nyo nung nalaman nyo na ginamit ang inyong identity?
Nung pong nalaman po namin yun, since ang nakita lang po namin sa news is Lucky South 99, so nag-inquire po ako sa SEC para ma-confirm po kung talagang yung pangalan namin nandun sa dokumento ng Lucky South 99. So nag-request po kami online sa SEC ng document ng Lucky South 99. Muna po hindi namin nakita pero nagpatulong po kami doon sa SEC kung paano mag-request. Dumating po yung request namin ng June 28 po kasi po by Convoy Courier. Doon po na-confirm namin na doon sa dokumento po ng nagaling SEC, andun po yung pangalan namin tatlo.
Hindi ba kayo nag-file ng kaso nung nalaman nyo? Hindi nyo ba kinasuhan si Lucky South 99?
Actually, Mr. Chair, nung chinek po namin dokumento, nag-backtrack kami. Nagkonsulta po kami sa abogado na kaibigan ko lang po. Dahil wala po kami pambayad ng abogado talaga. Nag-file po kami ng kaso po sa Makati Prosecutor's Office against Lucky South. And all officers po ng previous Lucky South Outsourcing, Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Inc. po. Lahat po ng incorporators and officers po nila. Babasahin ko po ba?
Hindi na. Gusto lang namin malaman kung kayo ba ay gumawa ng aksyon matapos yung malaman na nagkaroon ng identity theft sa inyo. Kasi
Yes, Mr. Chair,
may
nag-file po
pananagutan din sila dyan. Kaya kayo ay nag-file
Yes,
ng kaso
Yes, Mr. Chair, nag-file po kami ng kaso.
sa RTC sa Makati.
Nasa prosecutor's office pa lang po.
Okay, so nasa prosecutor's office pa lang.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige.
Chairman, Ace, kasama tayo doon sa mga kaso ng PAOK TF. Kasama sila sa kasi sila yung nandun sa incorporators mapapailan sila ng kaso because they are the one yung mga names nila appeared on the corporations. So basically what will happen to them? So mabigat naman yung depensa nila, di ba? Sige, Winston Casio.
Winston Casio po on behalf of PAOK. Mr. Chair, with regards to that question, our recommendation always is to file all relevant cases against officers and incorporators as shown in the paper and as manifested by testimonies also. So, if we file the cases against them, they are given the equal opportunity before the panel of prosecutors to submit their counter affidavit to refute our allegations that they have something to do with Lucky South 99.
Pero yung tatlo ngayon, magkakakilala ba kayo?
Yes, Mr. Chair, magkakaibigan po kami.
Magkakilala kayo. So, isang bulto kayo kinuha, parang ano mga trabaho po ninyo, if I may ask?
Sir, Mr. Chair, ako po ay compliance officer po sa isang private company.
Ano po?
Compliance officer po.
Liaison officer.
Compliance officer.
Compliance officer. Anong kumpanya po?
Fireworks company po. Fireworks company.
Fireworks. Si Edgar.
Good afternoon po, sir.
Edwin.
Edwin po.
Can you speak louder, Edwin?
Sa appliance po ako formerly po.
Appliance.
Yes po.
Saan po?
Sa Anson po.
Sa?
Anson?
Hanson.
Anson.
Anson. So, you own,
No po, employee lang po ako doon.
yung isa?
Sa fireworks company rin po, Your Honor.
Fireworks din. We were just wondering paano kayo pinili eh. Saka, yung bang mga TIN number nyo na nakalagay doon sa corporation, is it the same TIN number that you have?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yun? Exactly the same?
The one that is written po dun sa papers is
Speak louder, please. Speak louder.
yung sa tin po namin, ang nakalagay po dun sa SEC is it was issued sa Angeles, Pampanga po. Pero originally it was issued different places po. Like sa akin po, it was issued in Santa Cruz, Manila po.
Nakakapagtaka paano nila nakuha yung mga TIN numbers nyo eh. Saka paano nila kayo na-identify. We're not saying na involved kayo we're just wondering why. Magkakakilala kayo, magkakasama kayo, pareho mga TIN numbers nyo. And even your pictures, your passport were included in the submission of all the documents in PAGCOR. I
Your
saw
Honor,
it eh.
Apo, if I may.
Yes.
Actually, nag-start po yan, Your Honor, nung 2023 po. Actually, nung pandemic days po kasi, I was selling this bottled tuyo. And then I met this guy, Mr. Dan De La Cruz. So, siya po ay constant seller po, constant buyer po nung aking binibenta. And then, nung natapos na po yung pandemic, nag-meet up po kami or nagkita po kami dun sa parking lot somewhere in Araneta po. And then, dun niya po ako ulit tinawag, sabi niya, brother, nagbebenta ka pa ba ng bottled tuyo mo? Then I told him, wala na po sir kasi nagkaroon na rin po ng problem yung supply. Then dun niya po ako inalok, sabi niya, baka gusto mong mag-invest sa company na tinatayo ng boss ko. Then nagsabi po siya kung magkano yung investment. Sabi po niya at first is 15 million pero hindi naman namin kailangan ibigay lahat. So sabi ko, sir, wala po ako ganong kalaking halaga. Sabi niya, no, 10% lang. So it means around 1.5. And sabi ko, sir, hindi po ako mayaman. Wala rin po akong 1.5. And then sabi niya, kung gusto mo, maghanap ka ng kasama mo. Yung inaalok po niya pertaining is sa online gaming po. So nung sabi niya, maghanap ka ng kasama mo kahit dalawa, at least tagpa 500,000, dun ko po silang dalawa inalok. Then after po niya akong alokin ng time na yun, sabi ko, sige sir, maghahanap po muna ako ng kasama. And then comes August 2023 po, hiningian niya na po kami ng mga IDs with the numbers and pirma para i-validate daw po sa PAGCOR. Magkakaroon daw po ng mga investigation like...
So, in other words, ganun kayo ng interest because hindi mo right away ni-reject yung proposal. As a matter of fact, you talk to your two friends and you somehow agreed.
Yes po, Your Honor. Kasi syempre, since sa mama...
So, hindi kayo, we thought random yung pagkakapili ng pangalan nyo. But basically, sino yung kumausap sa'yo ng pangalan?
Mr. Dan De La Cruz po.
Dante?
Dan De La Cruz.
Dan De La Cruz.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, you are in contact with him until now?
Wala na po, Your Honor. Nung nalaman po namin yung mga pangalan namin na naisama po dito sa korporasyon na to, agad po namin siyang tinawagan pero hindi na po namin makontak.
Dan De La Cruz. Meron kang picture ng Dan De La Cruz?
Wala po, Your Honor.
So, matagal mo na siya kilala?
Nung pandemic time po, nagpo-post po kasi ako online nung binibenta ko pong Battle Tuyo. Then, doon po siya unang na-meet up kasi tumawag po siya sa akin. Then, nag-meet up po kami sa parking lot sa May Quezon City para i-deliver ko po yung goods sa kanya, sir.
Okay. Congressman Barbers.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So lumalabas, base sa kanilang sinasabi, na mukhang hindi talaga identity theft. Kasi kung identity theft, hindi nyo alam, no? Meron kayong, kasi nag-submit kayo ng ID, nag-submit kayo ng TIN, so kumbaga para kayong nabudol. Di ba? Parang ganun yung dating.
Opo.
Okay, sige, Mr. Chair, babalikan ko na lang sila ulit later on, no? Dito naman ako sa issue tungkol sa kay General Karamat, no? Para once and for all, masettle yung issue. General Karamat, isa sa issue yung pagkakarelieve ng mga tao from CIDG na nagtrabaho at nag-raid dito sa Pogo Hub na ito. Marami kasing haka-haka na ang nag-order ng kanilang relief ay ikaw. Meron naman nagsasabi na merong higher authorities ang nag-order. Meron naman din nagsasabi na mga superior mo ang nag-order, no? Para lang magkaroon ng liwanag o maliwanagan ang lahat. Pwede ba sa pagkakataong ito pakisabi nyo sino ang nag-order ng relief ng mga taong yon?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir, and to all the members of this committee, fellow workers in the government. Isang magandang hapon po sa ating lahat, sir. Sir, thank you for this opportunity to clarify doon, sir, sa mga pagka-relief ng mga tropa natin, sir, sa CIDG. On the part of Colonel Alejandro, ako po, sir, yung nag-relieve sa kanya, but nasabi naman ni Colonel Alejandro na before the operation in Bamban was conducted, he was already informed of the impending reshuffle. Nasabi na po yun ni Colonel Alejandro. Actually, hindi lang po si Colonel Alejandro yung na-relieve nung yung reshuffle ay naganap. 6 po sila na regional chief. At yung sinasabi nila, sir, na wipe up yung tao ni Colonel Alejandro, actually, 2 lang po yung official na na-relieve. At I think nandito sila ngayon, sir. So, sila na po ang magsabi what was the reason bakit na-transfer yung 2 official. I think I submitted already to the committee secretariat regarding the reasons pagka-relieve ng mga sinasabi nilang na-wipe out doon, sir, sa Region 3 nung pagkatapos ng operation, sir, sa Bamban. Another thing, sir, hindi po na-dismiss po yung kaso or RFI as was previously mentioned. Actually, sir, yung kaso ay nag-prosper at lahat ng mga suspect na napailan ng kaso ay na-issuehan po ng warrant of arrest. On the part of Colonel Buyakaw, which was another operation conducted after a year, 2024, I received a memo coming from TDPRM as I presented in the previous hearing, memo from Directorate for Personnel and Records Management directing me as the director of the CIDG to replace Colonel Buyakaw, Your Honor, sir.
Kanino ho galing yung order, General?
TDPRM, sir, Directorate for Personnel and Records Management, sir. So,
sino po ang head niyan?
It was, the OIC din was General Bakay, sir.
Okay. Sige, thank you, General Karamat. Kay General Bakay.
Thank you, Your Honor, sir.
General, sa iyo pala galing yung order.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Magandang hapon po, Mr. Chair.
Is that because you intend to reshuffle or there was a pending reshuffling of your men? Kaya nyo in-implement yung relief ng mga taong taga-CIDG?
Mr. Chair, the order to install Colonel Ana, necessarily relieving Colonel Buyakaw, came from our Chief PNP. As a matter of fact, we wanted to attend, Mr. Chair, to explain why there was a relief. The difference of time between the operation in Bamban led by Colonel Buyakaw was 1 month, Mr. Chair. March 17 yung order ko po. Yung memo ko was April 17. There's a 1-month fall. Meaning when General Marbil took over, during the operation, Mr. Chair, kaya po nabanggit ko si General Acordanon because it was during his time nung nagawa yung operation sa Bamban led by Colonel Buyakaw. It was during the time of General Acorda. Nung na-relieve si Colonel Buyakaw, Mr. Chair, was the time of General Marbil. And nabanggit din po kanina ang position ng RFU-NCR Director. Usually, ang choice ng Chief PNP ang inuupo po dyan. Perhaps even General Acorda can attest to that yung nilagay niya as the RFU-NCR, as Colonel Buyakaw, was his choice. The same is true with General Marbil, our current Chief PNP. Si Colonel Ana ang gusto niyang maging director ng NCR. The operations in Bamban led kay Colonel Buyakaw a month before, Mr. Chair. I hope that's very clear. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Salamat, General. Nandito po ba yung mga na-relieve? So, sa second round, Mr. Chair, I'd like to manifest my interest to ask questions later.
May I interject? Andiyan nata si Colonel Buyakaw. Andiyan ba si Colonel Buyakaw? Colonel Buyakaw, can you sit here? Baka we can ask him question para at least in relation to what you're asking.
Yan nga, dito pala. So, Colonel Buyakaw, was the relief order a surprise to you when you received it?
Sir, actually, sir, I was working on another case. Kasi tapos na kami doon sa Bamban, sir, eh. And that's the time na lumabas yung order ko, sir.
So hindi ka ba nagtaka?
Well, sir, kasi wala na si Sir Acorda na nag-install sa akin, sir. So, I expect, sir, na ganun, sir, mangyari.
Bakit ini-expect mo? Meron ka magandang trabaho, eh. Meron ka magandang achievement. Tapos, nirelieve ka. Anong nasa isip mo nun? Anong...
Well, sir, I believe, sir, kasi in the past, ang mga, sir, chip sa NCR, sir, is placed by the chip PNP, sir.
Buyakaw, masama loob mo? Yes or no?
Sir, I'm just
Yung totoo.
a police officer.
No. I'm asking you, personally. Masama loob mo sa pagkakaalis sa'yo after a successful operation. You have to be, you are in front of the Filipino people. Masama loob mo dahil pagkatapos ng magandang operasyon, tinanggal kayo. Yes or no? Kasi malalaman natin, kung hindi masama loob mo, di okay. Masama ba loob mo? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Di ba? And you feel nadedemoralize kayo dahil nga successful operation nyo, tapos bigla kayong tatanggalin. Di ba? Kahit sabihin natin that this is the practice of all these chippy NPs, General Acorda, during your time, was there a situation wherein there is a successful operation, then a day after, tinanggal mo silang lahat? Was there an occasion?
During my time, sir, I cannot recall sa situation, sir, because talagang duly informed naman ako sa lahat ng mga operation, and except if there are some demeanors in the operation conducted, doon lang nagkakaroon ng relief, sir. But as far as I can recall, sir, wala pong nangyaring ganun.
Of course, yes, yun ang medyo masakit sa atin, na after, hindi ko matanggap, honestly. When we had the last hearing before, I recognize Congressman Chairman Acop, hindi ko matanggap na after a successful operation, sasabihin natin that, alam na naman nila natatanggalin sila. Di ba? Sana hindi po ganun ang maging procedure ng PNP. And as a matter of fact, marami sa inyo na nag-demoralize dahil nga inilipat sila. Let's accept it. Ayan, katulad si Colonel Buyakaw, sinasabi niya, di ba? Personally. Di ba?
Mr.
Kaya, I hope, before I proceed, the chair would like to recognize Congressman Chairman Acop. Chairman Acop, you have the floor.
To put things in their proper perspective, Colonel Buyakaw, nasabi mo kanina na ini-expect mo na ma-relieve ka. Tama? Nung nawala si General Acorda.
Yes, sir, yes.
Bakit?
Sir, as I said a while ago, sir, as experience yung napansin ko, sir, in the past, kung sino, sir, yung chip PNP, siya, sir, yung naglalagay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Retired na ako. I retired in 2001, 23 years. Nung ako rin ang nag-chip ng NCR CIS, ang chip PNP ang pumipili kung sino ang maging boss diyan. Diba? Kaya ikaw ang pinili ni General Acorda. Right? Tapos nung naupo si General Marbil, nirelieve ka kasi siya ang pipili ng uupo doon sa unit na yan. Tapos hindi tradition. Tama?
Yes, sir, yes.
O kaya dapat hindi sumama ang loob mo dahil alam mo na yun ang tradition eh. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I continue.
Okay, so the chair of Dangerous Drugs, Chairman Pence Barbers.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Patuloy mo.
So, balikan na lang natin yung sa issue sa Philippine National Police. Gusto ko lang matanong yung PIDEA. Is PIDEA present?
Yes.
Yes,
Si Director Lasso.
Director General Lasso, mula nang nag-umpisa yung mga congressional hearings ng dangerous drugs at saka yung Committee on Human Rights, there seems to be a common denominator doon sa usaping yon, no? At hindi nawawala yung usapin tungkol sa drugs. Do you have any information that you wish to share to the committee with respect to perhaps your findings or your mga datos na nandiyan sa inyo, Director General Lasso?
Yes, Your Honors. This is our first time, for PIDEA to join this hearing. We have been actively participating in the committees on the EJK hearings and the Committee on Dangerous Drugs. In the hearings that we joined, we took note of the matrices or diagrams that were presented during these hearings, and when we went back to our office, we crafted a better diagram on how it can be clearly seen how they are connected with each other. And after we made that diagram, I shared it with PAOCC, Yusek Gilbert Cruz. Because inputted in that diagram is that there was a report which came out of the Senate hearings that a certain brother of Michael Yang, can I just refer to a certain brother of Michael Yang, who is Hu Jiang, also known as Yang Hung Jiang, is an incorporator or part of Full Wing Group of Companies and Paili Estate Group Corporation. Now, in the hearings of the Senate, it was revealed that Baofu Land Development Incorporated, wherein Mayor Alice Leal Go is an incorporator, received money from the joint account of Yang's brother Hong Jiang Yang and one Yu Zheng Kan. Supposed to be, or reportedly, this money was used to bankroll Hongshen Gaming Technology, the builder of Pogo Complex in Banban, raided in March 13, Your Honors. And so, again, these are not part of our holdings. We just collated what we heard from Congress and from the Senate and came up with this diagram. And that's where we saw the connection of Mayor Go and Hong Jiang Yang, a brother of Michael Yang.
Okay, thank you, DG. Other than that information, wala nang ibang link or connection?
No more, Your Honor.
Okay. Sige, thank you, DG. Now, I'd like to ask, direct my questions to a former colleague, Secretary Harry Roque. Alam ko, pagod ka na, Secretary. You've been asked questions and some of those questions are repeatedly asked. No? Ako, for my sake and for my education and my enlightenment as well, I'd like to ask you questions that are very quick and very answerable only by yes or no. Is that okay?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, you said that you went to PAGCOR to accompany Ms. Cassandra Ong as a representative of Whirlwind Corporation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You were not there for Lucky South Pogo Company in any way, correct?
Yes, sir. I had no contacts at all with Lucky South.
Lucky South 99, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is Whirlwind a Pogo company?
No, Mr. Chair.
Does Whirlwind have any transactions with PAGCOR?
No, Mr. Chair.
You also testified that with Whirlwind, that Whirlwind is a company that owns the land where Lucky South 99 Pogo is situated, correct?
They don't own the land. They lease the land and they own the buildings.
So they lease the land from
Cruz family.
From Cruz family. Okay, thank you. So Whirlwind has a lease agreement with Lucky South, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair, yes.
Now, does the lease agreement need PAGCOR's approval for validity?
I have no information, Your Honor, if that is required.
Okay. Now, is PAGCOR a party to the lease agreement?
No, Your Honor.
Does the lease agreement? The lease agreement is a private contract between Whirlwind and Lucky South 99.
Yes, Your Honor.
To the exclusion of the Philippine government, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, does Whirlwind need to be represented in PAGCOR in connection with this private contract?
No, Your Honor.
Did Cassandra Ong discuss this lease agreement with PAGCOR Chairman Altenco?
Not in that meeting, Your Honor.
So there were other meetings?
I do not know, but I suppose that because of the regulatory powers of PAGCOR, they have had to divulge who is the actual owner of the land, who is the actual owner of the premises. I do not know if that is a requirement.
Okay. Did Cassandra Ong and Chairman Altenco discuss the arrears of Lucky South 99 that it owes to PAGCOR?
Yes, they did.
The application of Lucky South 99 with PAGCOR?
Only to the extent that there are new guidelines to be issued for internet gambling, and in that meeting, they were given, in fact, a copy of the new guidelines.
And the new guidelines was not present when the time that Lucky South 99 had its first license?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, it had only been released in the same month of the meeting in the month of July. It was brand new, so to speak.
Okay. Now, days after that meeting in PAGCOR, did you call Attorney Fernandez of PAGCOR to follow up on the lease contract of Whirlwind and Lucky South?
Not days, months.
Months, I'm sorry, months.
Months. It was February. February when I asked for what other lacking documents were required. So it was around February, if I'm not mistaken, Attorney Jeza. And it wasn't a call, it was just a text.
Okay. Did you call Attorney Fernandez several times to follow up on the application of Lucky South with PAGCOR?
No, Your Honor. Once I called to relay the message that Lucky South had hired a lawyer to prepare a requirement, MTPP, and then a third time I texted to ask what is the status of the application.
Okay. So, sabi mo rin na Secretary Roque na wala ka ring alam kung bakit sa records ng Lucky South 99 na na-retrieve ng PAOCC, nakalagay ang iyong pangalan bilang isang legal counsel.
Yes,
that's correct.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, did you initiate a filing of a case against the Lucky South 99 for including your name without your consent?
No, Your Honor, because the first time I found out about it was in the Senate hearing, which was only last month.
And I believe that after the PAOCC raided the Lucky South 99, and upon discovery of this document, they came out with a press statement, press conference, showing that there is a document which bears the name of Attorney Harry Roque there. You're not aware of that?
I was aware of my name in the Senate hearing. It was Senator Risa Ontiveros that brought it out, Your Honor.
Salamat, Secretary Harry Roque. And I also remember that you mentioned in both hearings, both in the Senate and in the House, that you used to stay in that house in Tuba, Benguet.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The Tuba house in Benguet is owned by PH2 Corporation.
Yes, Your
Is that
Honor.
correct? So when you stayed in that house, Secretary Harry Roque, did you have to lease it with the PH2 Corporation?
No, Your Honor.
You did not?
I did not.
And when you left the house, you had it leased to a certain Wayuan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wayuan? Is there a
Yawan.
lease
Yes, Your
agreement
Honor.
between?
Yes, Your Honor. I submitted it to this committee, Your
Okay,
Honor.
but there was a submission, Comsec, no? So,